Even though Riley Keough was thrust into the role of sole trustee of Graceland suddenly after her mother died, it wasn't new to her. She had already been involved in the family business since her 20s.
Even when I wasn't the sole trustee, it's something that I've participated in a sense, with my mom, and we were very close. So like a lot of the Graceland stuff I was already involved in with her.
In her mother's memoir, which she co-wrote, Riley recalled spending time in Elvis's bedroom with her mom and brother Ben. Lisa liked to read Elvis's Bibles and all the notes he would write in them. "You can still feel him in that room," Riley wrote. "His spirit is imprinted there. I have a vague memory of this one conversation we had in that room about a passage that Elvis had underlined," Riley explained. "I started to call someone to help me remember it, but realized that there's no one left to call." In a span of 3 years, Riley lost both her mother and her brother. Even though the press made it seem like Riley and her grandmother, Priscilla Presley, were at odds with each other after Lisa died, that wasn't the case. As a show of solidarity, Riley brought Priscilla to Graceland as a surprise guest in October 2024 for an event promoting Lisa Marie's memoir.
She's wonderful. I mean, we've been close my whole life. We have never, I mean, to this day, have never really had an argument, and we're fairly close, you know. We're pretty average family.
While Riley's time spent upstairs at Graceland was fairly limited, Priscilla spent 8 years of her life living upstairs at Graceland with Elvis. Priscilla first visited Graceland for Christmas in 1962 when she was 17 years old. She described in her book, Elvis and Me, that Elvis wanted to be the one to drive Priscilla through the gates for the first time.
I closed my eyes, and he asked the driver to have the gates open, and you could see the beautiful gates, and they'd open up. And the lights were on. It was so beautiful. I more than what I ever expected.
One of the first things Elvis did when Priscilla arrived was take her up to the second floor on the white carpeted stairs to see his grandmother, Minnie Mae, or Dodger, as Elvis called her. Of course, Priscilla had already met Grandma in Germany a few years before. Minnie Mae was the only family member, besides Priscilla and Lisa Marie, who ever lived upstairs at Graceland with Elvis. When Lisa Marie was born in 1968, Minnie Mae's room was turned into a nursery for Lisa. Dodger moved downstairs to Gladys and Vernon's former bedroom. Elvis's grandmother became his mother figure after Gladys died. Elvis would even have Priscilla model all the new clothes he bought her in front of Grandma. As a result, Priscilla and Grandma grew very close. For Christmas 1962, Elvis gave Priscilla a tan-colored 6-week-old puppy, which Priscilla named Honey. Priscilla gave Elvis a wooden cigarette box which played the song Surrender. Priscilla said that they would refer to Graceland as living on the hill. She said Elvis would keep the temperature freezing in his room, which provided a constant hum of the air conditioner.
It went into weeks, yes. We stayed like that. We had our food delivered by the door. And it was cold. I mean, he did like it cold, and it was dark. And it could get real lonely. And that's how he liked it at times. Like a cocoon. Almost like a womb, I guess, just enclosed.
There are stairs on the second floor of Graceland near Minnie Mae's room that lead up to the attic. Minnie Mae and her caretaker at the time, Hattie, told Priscilla they believed the attic might be haunted. They would hear strange noises at night. Grandma imagined that it might be Gladys's spirit up there watching over Elvis, Priscilla explained. "Miss Priscilla, all I can tell you is that I hear strange voices I ain't never heard before in any house I've ever been in," Hattie said. "But don't worry, child. If there are any spirits, they'll do you no harm." What do you think? Is it possible that Graceland's attic was haunted like Grandma said? Write your comment below. Priscilla revealed that a few times when Elvis was away in Hollywood, she walked up the stairs, which had a gold-painted banister, to the attic by herself to look around. In the attic, Priscilla saw 2 closets side by side. One was filled with clothes from Elvis's early days in the 1950s, like black leather jackets, motorcycle hats, and a pink shirt she recognized from pictures. The second closet was filled with Gladys's belongings, including all of her dresses hanging neatly. "I knew Elvis had put them there," Priscilla recalled. he couldn't have faced throwing away any of her personal belongings. Priscilla then proceeded to try on one of Gladys' dresses and noticed how soft the material was. "I felt guilty in her dress," Priscilla confessed, "but it gave me a better sense of Gladys Presley, a woman as Grandma had described her with a heart of gold," unquote.
A lot of the boxes upstairs, these are all the dresses that she wore. And as you can see, she was a very simple woman.
Very, yeah.
You know, she didn't like extravagance. She didn't wear a lot of jewelry. She just, you know, these were her favorite little dresses.
Priscilla said her happiest times with Elvis were when they would spend days alone in his bedroom. The windows were covered with heavy black drapes to keep out the sunlight so Elvis could sleep during the day. Elvis had a remote control to open and close the drapes. Elvis would constantly read to Priscilla from his spiritual books. There were so many books that Priscilla was afraid Elvis would trip over the books if he got up in the middle of the night. So she had bookshelves installed under Elvis's bed. Elvis had a Mother Mary statue and also Jesus statue next to his bed. A former Graceland employee said that the mattress on Elvis's bed was hard like a brick. She said the bed on Elvis's plane was the same. She jokingly said, "I now know why Priscilla left." Elvis was known for having TVs installed in the ceiling in his bedroom. Priscilla recalled watching Elvis's favorite TV shows with him up in his bedroom like Laugh-In, The Untouchables, and The Tonight Show. Elvis also loved old classic movies like Wuthering Heights, It's a Wonderful Life, and Miracle on 34th Street. In 2023, 60 years after Priscilla moved into Graceland, she was asked how it feels for her to go back now.
I feel like I never left. I'd go in the house and sit in the living room and look around and go, my God, so many memories here. I can hear Elvis's laughter. I can see him playing the piano after we'd come home from the theater or the movies. And we'd go in the piano room, and he'd go straight to the piano, and I'd sit on the couch, and he'd start singing gospel music. That's all there still.
Now that Riley is in charge of Graceland, Priscilla has voiced her full support for her.
And I think Riley will be great. She's, asked me a few things about what to do. I think, with Riley, she's got a great head on her shoulders. She really is, and we've had many talks. I trust her. I believe she's capable.
Did you know that Riley has opened more parts of Graceland to the public in a new VIP tour? Watch this video to find out more. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video to help this channel grow. For more fascinating facts about Elvis, pick up one of Trina Young's 4 Elvis books. Read a free excerpt at elvisbiography.net. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. And keep watching more Elvis videos here.